breaking my own promise here, promising to not get any POTS attack or feeling like crap just trying to set up any cameras. But hey, this is the position that I ended up in. There is a phone there, there is a laptop here, there is my podcast mic because I couldn't reach my lapel. Hi, I'm Roy. Some of you knows me as author, public speaker, whatever, but I'm pretty much anonymous here on YouTube. I have a channel. It has been literally the worst channel ever created by man on YouTube. I think the most views I have for a video is like 29 or something, which is funny because I have tens of thousands of followers on other social medias. It doesn't really matter, right? But yeah, I really think that the algorithm until today, when it became more popular to just or la nature, naturalish, whatever, like this natural way of vlogging, which allows me to be in bed, being sick, and talk to you, has taken a trendy appearance. If it wasn't polished and with the perfect lighting, um, it didn't work. But now, natural light, it's even winter, on my face, my phone, I really don't care because I figured out something this week. The best posts I ever had in my life in social media, reaching tens of thousands of people, was the one which was the sloppiest. There really typos. I put on a picture, just bumped on my phone, and I wrote a few lines which completely reflected what I felt. And this was 10 times better than any polished, edited, whatever post. Because my little message for you today is that social media is so fake. It's not a mirror, it's not a reflection. It's an edited Truman Show style version of reality people want you to see, because everybody is so afraid to be vulnerable that everybody is trying to mimic each other and have this success fest. You have to travel 20 times a year. You have to start a startup. You have to leave your job and do something that fulfills you. You have to make a lot of money. You have to retire before you're 30. You have to hustle, and you have to be so productive that every 5 minutes of your day is on some sort of scheduling tool in a different color, that if you look at your calendar, it looks like a unicorn had a rotavirus and it just barfed rainbows all over. So let me tell you something, as somebody who spends a decade in bed, somebody who is even now just speaking for a few minutes will probably get me to bed for a few more hours because I'll get too fatigued. I have POTS syndrome, by the way, and chronic fatigue syndrome, and fibromyalgia and whatnot. Social media is fake. You're real. You don't need to be a CEO. You don't need to be on any Forbes list of 30 under 30, 70 under 70, 15 under. You don't need to be on any magazine. Trust me, I've been there. I founded these startups. I've traveled to more than 50 countries to speak. I lived abroad. Everything is amazing when you are bringing yourself, you're truly present. With this over connectivity that we have, when we're scrolling around our feeds and we see only people creating reality which is not real, we are getting more depressed. Our mental well-being is damaged. It's not real. It doesn't worth it. Whatever you think you see, it's not real. If you want to start a business, amazing. I'm super happy for you. If you want to leave your corporate job because you don't like it, great. If you're 22-year-old and you think that 6 months in a corporate job, it's like too much for your freedom, great, do it. If you want to start a startup because it's cool, great, do it. If you want to gather some money, take a cheap flight somewhere and take some pictures, great, do it. It's all bullshit, sorry. Startup life is awful. You lose your friends, your relationships, your money. You end up poor in 99% of the cases. Now you think I'm trying to discourage you. It's not even my usual style. My usual style, I'm such, Roy, the public speaker, you spoke at TEDx in front of 3,000 people, so you're supposed to educate us. No, I'm not. So startup life, listen to me very, very, very carefully here. I've done it 5 times. I failed most of it. It's an amazing experience. Do it when you're a student, when you have like a university hub for an innovation or whatever. Try. Entrepreneurship is amazing. Like, entrepreneurship is great. It teaches you so much. Sometimes you can even do something to add to this world and to change something that is not working. Don't do it if you want to exit or make money, or you want to be on a Forbes magazine or whatever, or you think it's cool. Do it if you have such an idea that you really think can make a difference. Otherwise, it's going to be worse than good. It's okay to work in a corporate. It's okay to work even in a supermarket. It doesn't matter. All that matters in this life is your well-being. The only thing that's real is you. The only thing that's real is the reality around you. We don't know anything about it. It's the way you perceive the world. Your health, well-being is much more important. You want to develop resilience, you can experiment. You can travel and actually meet people, go to a hostel and try to meet people from other countries and talk to them, not just taking beautiful reels and pictures of how amazing your life is. You want to be an entrepreneur, join some sort of a club of entrepreneurship, try small. You want to hustle, good luck with that, great. We want to retire at the age of 30. Wow, if that's your job, like, let's be real for a sec. Like, really, like, I've been 10 years stuck in my home. Do you really think that retiring in 30 and doing nothing is a good idea? Unless you tell me, I'm going to start a charity and save the world, or I have these amazing hobbies. And like, most people who wants to retire at 30, they don't have enough capacity for other hobbies, financial freedom. The only freedom that matters is your freedom. Like, social media is bullshit. What it tries to show you is whatever people wants you to see. Most of the people who speak to you there, they did nothing even remotely close to what they're preaching. Really, if I could teach one subject in school other than reading and writing, I hate math, so you can argue with this, and teaching English is the basic, is critical thinking. Learn to understand, what are you consuming. If somebody is making you an offer that you cannot refuse and selling you a course in $2,000 or $10,000 and it's going to change your life, really, knowledge is not a problem. Knowledge is out there. Nobody teaches us to curate the knowledge, to really critical think about the knowledge, and to learn ourselves. You want to be a better person and succeed in whatever you want, learn how to learn. Improve your English so you can communicate with other people, because currently, unless Chinese comes in at some point, and good luck to us because it's super hard to pronounce, English is the language of the world. Like, every other piece of knowledge doesn't matter. Like, yes, some math and so on. Like, don't get me started about educational system, but learn how to learn how to critically think, learn to develop your own resilience, mental well-being. That's all that matters. You go on any feed, 99% you see is bullshit. If you're smart enough to really educate the algorithm that you care about something, I don't know. For me, it was cozy gaming, science, music, and whatever, cinema, whatever. I want to learn something new. I want to enrich myself. It can be entertaining, it can be cool if you limit it. Like, I deleted all social medias from my phone because it's not serving me anymore. I like to go to YouTube, choose something that I choose, not that the algorithm offers me. I'll try to get my message clearer. I'm a failed entrepreneur, failed organism that spends almost a decade in bed and in home because of chronic illness. The first thing I did when I learned to walk again was to try to be an entrepreneur, because I thought, it's so cool, it's the only way I can change the world. If I could take it back, like, I would never done what I've done. Like, yes, of course, you're not supposed, you learn so much from your mistake. Yes, I would never spend almost a decade of my life trying to prove to somebody that I'm good enough to get some investment so I can pay the bills. You can pay the bills by working in a grocery store or a library or whatever. Like, this is a wrong way to look at it. A startup is not your mean to sustain yourself. It's a mean to grow something that you want to do. Social media is a mean to express yourself. You don't have to create anything. Nobody has to be an influencer. If you want to share something with the world, whatever creative way you choose, good luck. If you want to just consume, learn how to educate the algorithm. If you just want to be present on social media because you have to professionally, like I do, like I wish I could delete them all, but at least LinkedIn I have to keep, learn to consume less. Unless you really educate the algorithm and you get things that really enriches your professional life or world or whatever. But if you like me, when you go in and you see, wow, everybody is so much more successful. Everybody is doing so great. When people meet me, they say, wow, your social media is amazing. Like, you're so successful. They immediately think I'm a millionaire. No, because that's the thing. Care about you. You want to express yourself? You're stuck in bed? You want to open your phone and talk? Great. You want to write something? Great. If you really want to give something to yourself, is just reflect. You can rumble like I do now. Just open any note app or take a physical pen and paper, it's a thing, and reflect what you feel. Talk to people. Create yourself some sort of a support system. If there is any social media network that help with that, if there is a Facebook group or threads or whatever, great. If it's toxic, don't be there. That's it. Social media is not a mirror of life. It's an edited version of it. Good luck.